The word migraine is derived from the Greek word meaning pain in half the head, as migraine often produces a unilateral or one-sided headache. It is a common and distressing disorder, and although they are not likely to take life, migraines can destroy the quality of life. Studies have shown the incidence of migraine to be in the range of 9 to 10%, and it affects 17% of the female population and 6% of the male population. So, about 2 million Australians can expect to suffer from migraine, and that translates to 1.5 million women and about 500,000 men. It is thought that more women suffer migraine than men due to hormonal factors. There are several types of migraine, the two main types being classical migraine and common migraine. Classical migraines are preceded by an aura, the duration of which varies between 15 minutes up to almost an hour. The headache usually lasts 6 to 8 hours, although they can last up to 72 hours. Common migraines are not preceded by an aura, and the headache lasts between 4 and 72 hours and can be pulsating and unilateral. An upset stomach and vomiting are common symptoms. Migraines can be divided into a number of distinct phases. The first phase includes the early warning symptoms. A significant number of migraine sufferers experience warning symptoms for up to 24 hours before the attacks start, but may not recognize these signs unless they know what to look for. The common symptoms include changes in mood, and these moods can vary from elation, such as feeling on top of the world and full of energy, to opposite moods, such as feeling depressed and irritable. There are several abdominal symptoms common to migraine, including nausea, changes in appetite, such as intense hunger or sugar craving, constipation, and diarrhea. Neurological changes may also occur prior to the migraine, including drowsiness, incessant yawning, symptoms of dysphagia, such as difficulty in finding the right words, a reaction to excessive brightness or sound, and difficulty in eye focus. There may also be changes in behavior such as hyperactivity, clumsiness, or lethargy. And many sufferers report muscular symptoms such as general aches and pains. The second phase is the aura. The aura accompanies migraine attacks in about 20 to 30% of migraine sufferers. The most common aura symptoms are visual disturbances such as bright, zigzag lines and flashing lights. As well as that, there may be difficulty in focusing or blind spots. The aura commonly affects only one eye, but it can disturb the visual field of both eyes. It usually lasts between 5 and 60 minutes, then the vision normally returns to normal. Less commonly, aura affects sensation or speech. The third phase is the headache. The headache phase can last for up to 3 days. It is often throbbing and on one side of the head, but it can affect both, and it is made worse by any kind of movement. The most common accompanying symptoms in this phase are sensitivity to light, sound, and smell. Eating can help reduce symptoms, especially starchy foods such as breads and pastas. The symptoms can be more distressing than the headache itself. The final recovery stage may last for about 24 hours, and feelings range from complete lethargy to feelings of high energy and even euphoria. Sleep often is beneficial for adults, while effective medication can improve attacks for chronic sufferers. Children seem to feel much better after vomiting, and for a few, nothing works except the headache burning itself out. The dietary triggers include alcohol, especially red wine, certain types of food, notably aged cheese or chocolate, withdrawal from caffeine or caffeinated drinks such as coffee and tea, the food additive monosodium glutamate, dehydration, and inadequate meals. Environmental triggers include bright sunlight, flickering lights, strong smells, for example, perfume, gasoline, chemicals, smoke-filled rooms, and certain food odors. Another environmental trigger is high altitudes or flying. Weather changes can be a trigger factor, as can loud noises or overuse or incorrect use of computers. Other trigger factors include the hormonal triggers. Hormonal fluctuations are implicated as a significant trigger for women, as 3 times as many women suffer from migraine headaches as men. This difference being most apparent during the reproductive years. The hormonal triggers may be menstruation, and a UK study found that 50% of women are more likely to have migraine around menstruation, ovulation, use of oral contraceptives, pregnancy, and it may be worse for the first few months, but in 2/3 of women it improves in the latter part. The physical and emotional factors which can trigger migraine include a lack of sleep or oversleeping, and even as little as half an hour difference in routine